What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about where the auction house is currently at post super packs in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Heading into tomorrow, which tomorrow we won't obviously see new content tomorrow, but we will see the new leaks, which basically will forecast the ultimate content coming. So we're gonna be going over, diving into that. Is it an affordable auction house right now? Is the auction house crazy? All of those types of things. Now, as we do dive into it, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. As always, I appreciate all the support on the channel. So, downtown super packs, pack odds, they're never gonna be good, but we now at least see an actual percentage for 100 plus overall player out of those downtown super packs. You know, it's something that even with the automatic packs, obviously that's 100 overall topper. With the downtown super packs, again, it's an equal chance topper, which basically means you have an equal chance to get not D-Rob, but you know, to get the ultimate Sean Kemp, or, you know, John Stockton. You're probably going to get John Stockton as a topper. It says equal chance, but who actually knows if that is ultimately the case? But what have we seen from the auction house? Has it gone down any? That's what I want to look at today. And honestly, like, it's kind of a weird situation, but the auction house has stayed relatively the same over the course of the last little while, you know, and you'd think like, oh, super packs every week and we get packs every Friday, the auction house would go down, and it slowly does, but it takes a while for a lot of these cards to come down. Like Yao has slowly came down. Taco has definitely came down from what he was last week. Like, there are certain cards that have lost some value, but it just seems like overall, the auction house just doesn't really vary a whole lot, you know? Like, it just doesn't. Prices are still sky high, and you know, even for like the Yaos and the Ben Simmonses of the world, they're still gonna be really expensive. I wanted to pick up Shaq for a very long time. He's still expensive. It just seems like as much as I want pack odds to go down, it just seems like as much as pack odds should go down, the auction house is still inflated. Now, I'm not gonna blame it all on this summer festival or you know, the Festival of Champions. Now, I'm not gonna blame it all on the festivals, but when you do basically have unlimited MT, and when I say that, like, you can downgrade these for hours and make MT after MT, and when you have something like this into the game, something where you can earn a GOAT card every weekend, every Sunday, and that can lead you to basically 150,000 MT, it's tough to see the auction house really going down an insane amount. It's tough because, again, people can get as much MT as they want as long as they are willing to do this. And you have seen my MT skyrocket over the course of me doing videos on my main account. Why? It's really because I've been, you know, finishing up all of these event cards that I do have. It takes a long time to do. But like I said, this is, I don't want to say the main reason, but this certainly is one of the reasons that the auction house is where it's at right now, because there's just a lot of MT in circulation. There's a lot of people, you know, pulling, you know, the super packs. And guess what? Yeah, the supply of certain cards are going up, but the pack odds for those high tier cards are not high, right? And so people are pulling the pink diamonds, people are pulling the lower tiered cards, and sure, guys like Michael Beasley are going down pink diamond. Guys, you know, like, you know, the pink diamonds and the Galaxy Opals, even like Galaxy Opal Wemby has went down in price. Those guys are getting more attainable. But as far as like the dark matters, as far as, you know, the 100 overall type of cards, those cards are not really, you know, going down. The Invincibles, they're not really going down in price. And I think it has everything to do with, number one, a lot of MT in circulation, but number two, the pack odds aren't good, right? And so, like, yeah, you can open a 20 box, but the odds of you pulling anything good is gonna be really, really, really low. And again, with as much MT as is in circulation as there is, it's just tough for the auction house to go down until they make pack odds better. That's the only way that the auction house, in my opinion, is going to go down. More than, like, it's a gradual decline. Like, I guess I gotta think about it. So a gradual decline would be like this. Like, it's a very gradual decline in the auction house, week in, week out, right? It does slowly go down. But it's nothing extreme, and the main things that go down are cards that we saw a while ago. Like I said, Pink Diamond Bees is now getting to be somewhat affordable. You know, Pink Diamond Wemby is a buyout after not being a buyout forever. You know, Galaxy Opal Wemby has gone way down in price compared to what he has been in the past. And again, Galaxy Opal Wemby can still compete at the highest level. You know, Pink Diamond Beasley is still one of your best offensive small forwards in the entire game. I'm not saying these guys aren't good, but what I'm saying is I'm waiting till the day I can get these 100 overalls, these Invincibles for cheap. We're almost in July, guys. We're almost in July. Like, maybe a month more of content, and then we're not going to see any more content yet this year. And it just seems like for some reason, it doesn't seem like that because the prices are so dang high right now. It's absolutely insane. Now, I will say this. With these events, it's easier to make MT than maybe it ever has been in the past. But again, that doesn't help a whole lot when the prices are sky high, right? It's all supply and demand, right? If there's a lot of MT in circulation and pack odds are bad, prices of those elite cards are gonna be high, right? It's all supply and demand, and I wish it wasn't, you know, the way it is, but it is, you know. And like I said, I'm gonna go through the event, quick sell all the diamond cards I get, and you're gonna see my MT is going to skyrocket. Now, what am I trying to get on my account, right? Why am I trying to stack up on MT? Well, I would love Invincible Giannis. I would love Invincible Wemby. Those are the type of guys I personally would love. But realistically speaking, their prices are crazy. Like, I don't even know. Giannis, like, this is the only Giannis up. 2 million. Doesn't seem that crazy. For Wemby, I mean, he's 10 mil. That's a little crazy. Now, I will say again, like I mentioned, for Galaxy Opal Wemby, his price has slowly dropped. It's not cheap, but it is slowly dropped. And you can get a Wemby with 25 Legends for a, you know, relatively, I don't want to say inexpensive, but affordable, right? He is relatively affordable and can somewhat compete against those top guys. Like I've mentioned in the past, Pink Diamond Michael Beasley, his price is super affordable right now. Why? Because there's just a lot of him in circulation. Now, one thing I noticed last week, I don't know if it's going to be the case this week. One thing I noticed last week, Pink Diamond Bees, after Super Packs came out, was like 10,000, 12,000 MT. Down the road, you know, come Saturday, this card was 15, 20, 25,000 MT. And so these are the things that you guys can think about for yourself, right? Look at, okay, who is available in these super packs? And I would scroll all the way down to the Galaxy Opals, right? And figure out, okay, who's a really good card that, you know, might see their price go, you know, down for an instant and then rise back up. I'd look at Pink Diamond Wemby. I'd look at Jabari Smith Jr. And I'm not guaranteeing that a lot of these guys are, you know, are going to lose any value. I'm not guaranteeing it. But I think you could obviously see it. Like a Jabari Smith Jr. If he's like 5,000 MT, I would definitely at least think about it, knowing price-wise what he is like at the end of the week. These are the guys that I would try to at least keep an eye on. Same thing with Pink Diamond Wemby. With Wemby, I'm not really sure. With Beasley, you know, I saw what his price was like last week, so I'm a little more certain on him. But these are the types of things that you guys could take advantage of, right? Pink Diamond Wemby, for what? You know, under 50,000 MT, might go back up above that. And especially if you can snipe a good one, right, for 45,000 MT. I'm not sold on him for 45, but it could be worth it if you could snipe one, you know, with a legend badge, a couple extra Hall of Famers, those types of things. So I will say there are some prices, like a Michael Beasley, like a Pink Diamond Victor Wembanyama, that I do think these downtown super packs crash. But we got to realize, all they are really crashing is Pink Diamond prices. And you want to know why? Look at the odds. Pink Diamonds are flying out of these packs. Out of every pack, you have a 72% chance to pull a Pink Diamond player. Let that sink in. You want to know why the Pink Diamond prices are what they are compared to everything else? It's because those are the cards people are pulling. And so yeah, the best Pink Diamonds are going to go down for a little bit, then back up. Another guy to maybe look at, again, I don't know how many of him is being pulled, but Big Wang, right? Big Wang might be affordable right now, whereas, you know, in a couple of days, might go back up in price. These are really, if I'm looking to make MT on the auction house, these are the guys that I'm really looking at. Some of your best budget-ish guys, budget-ish options, lose a lot of value come Tuesday, and then after Tuesday's drop, might go back up. So, you know, for 3,000 and 4,000 MT, I'm looking at buying them because I know at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose any MT. I think it is definitely worth doing. So that's kind of what I would maybe look at if I were you guys. No, the big time ballers are not dropping, right? The Invincibles are still sky high in price. I would love a Giannis. I would love a Wemby. But at the end of the day, they are still sky high in price. I might have to settle with Sean Kemp. I might not ever be able to get Victor Wembanyama. But for now, guess what? I'm going to keep making as much MT as I can. And it's crazy that this is what I've got to do. But this is the most worth it thing to do. There's nothing else in this festival outside of Cedric Maxwell, if you've got him, that I think is remotely worth it. So after that, do what you guys got to do. I wish the events actually had some things that were worth it, make it a little more fun, but it is what it is at the end of the day. That's going to wrap it up for our video today. You guys can see what I, saved, sniped, and hopefully come Saturday, Sunday, these guys go up in price. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a fool. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.